let's see how you can use the edge punches available in the store. First of all, I'm going to start with a large image, 3000 by 3000 pixels, and just filled with black. Although you might want to have a different color, starting with black makes it easier to see, and then you can change the color afterward, no problem. So the first thing will be to add a guide at exactly 0 horizontally and vertically. This will ensure that your corner is actually right in the corner. Using the eraser tool, it will use the exact same brush tips as the paintbrush, but of course it will erase instead of colorize. So I'm going to use here the corner brush and place it directly on the corner where I have my guides. And there I have a corner cut out. Now let's use the straight edge, and we'll place the edge against that guide as much as possible. And if you find a little gap, you can always undo and repeat. You might want to zoom in to get a better look. And now you will go to the other end, but you want to leave at least 300 pixels because this is the size of the tip. So let's go back out this way, and I will align to with my guide, and holding the Shift key, I will click. And this will ensure that I have a whole line of punches. The next step will be to add another corner. But we want to rotate it, and so we change the rotation to 90 degrees. And let's zoom out a little bit so we can see a bit better. And yes, it works. And then I have a little bit of a gap. That is okay. I will just now pull another guide and align it with that particular edge. Using the straight edge again, I rotate by 90 degrees so it will be on the side. I will repeat the process. Again, I will go close to the existing punch. And let's zoom out a little bit. Holding the Shift key, I will go at least 300 pixels. I want to have enough room for the corner. Holding the Shift key, and I get my straight line. Let's go with the corner again and rotate it by 180. And I get my corner. Let's add a guide now to the bottom so I can follow with my straight punches. So the straight edge punch, 180 degrees, so it will make it upside down. I click, so I punch. I go to the other end, but I want to leave at least 300 pixels. Holding the Shift key, I get this line, and this last corner now, I will rotate it by 270 degrees. And it should match with the edge now if everything goes according to plan. There. And finally, the last edge, rotated by 270 degrees. Here, and I hold the Shift key like this. Occasionally, it's possible that you end up with a little gap, in which case you use the regular eraser brush with a small size and you can delete that area, because it's kind of easy to be slightly off. So at this point, you do have your mat, you have some extra, not a problem. Use your magic wand and set to contiguous, whatever match mode value you want, RGB or opacity, making sure it's contiguous. You select it and you can invert, selection, invert, and you can hit the delete key, which will remove everything extra. You deselect, with selection, select none, and now you have a mat. If you want to change the color, you can lock the transparency, choose a different color, and with your flood fill tool, simply click on it and you have this new mat a different color. You can change with any color, and you can even choose a pattern or a gradient if you want. And you still have your mat with the same shape. You unlock the transparency, and now you can use this mat for whatever project you want. And you can create more mats, more edges with all those punches. Have fun!